Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the new Quest Crunchy Protein Puffs. I have the Cheddar.
Now it's spicy.
These were on a display at the Vitamin Shop. They were new. They were $3.49 each, which is expensive. But if you buy these at like Target, they come in a box. You have to buy a whole box. So
they're like $8.99.
Yeah, they're expensive for a whole box, and you might not like them. So for me, it's worth spending $3.49 each to see if you like it before you commit to a whole box, because then you're just having to give it away or it's wasted or whatever. So this is the way to get them if you can. These are 1 ounce, 28.5 gram bags. The Cheddar has 17 grams of protein, 4 grams of carbs. It says, what's your quest? Ours is to support you with delicious, athlete-worthy nutrition. They are distributed out of El Segundo, California. QuestNutrition.com, gluten-free. One bag is 130 calories.
So the big thing is carbs and protein.
Protein, yeah. These are little.
They are little.
They're little. They're baby.
They look like Barbie Cheetos.
Barbie Cheetos, yeah.
They're hard.
What's this crunchy?
They're crunchy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I love that wet paper towel texture.
It's not that for me. It's all that flavor. The flavor is just terrible. Wow.
The flavor is like a funky cheese.
It's the cheese.
I can't believe that flavor, the texture doesn't like.
You know, it's that flavor.
It's chunky.
Literally, I put it in my mouth, and that cheese went right up in my nose, and it went like, it felt like it went like this, just twisted in my nose.
I don't mind the flavor.
Oh, it's terrible cheese.
I've had worse cheese.
Oh, well, I'd like to know what it was, because this is awful.
Fancy cheese is funky cheese. This is not as bad as some of that fancy cheese.
Oh, I think this is just absolutely horrific.
No, I think the flavors, I can live with the flavor. I don't think it's great either. But I could live with the flavor, but that texture when you're eating it, it's good and crunchy at first, but then as you're chewing it, it doesn't just like go away like a normal like puff does. It kind of stays around as this chunky, pasty it's not even pasty, it's just chunky wet paper towel.
He's not making it sound any better than what I did.
Oh no, it's disgusting. But mine is the texture, yours is the flavor. So
yes, and it's bad. It's as bad for me as it is for him, and vice versa in our own what we're talking about. Because that flavor. Gosh.
If I had to, I could eat them, but I wouldn't.
I would.
I would not buy them.
I would literally have to be starving to eat those.
No, I don't mind the flavor.
No, there's no way. I would have to really, really be desperate to go to those.
Yeah. I just don't like it how it stays around for a while. I have to like really chew it.
These are spicy, which.
Yeah, maybe that's
yes. Something different.
I doubt it's going to help me any because the texture is going to be the same. But
17 grams of protein, 3 grams of carbs, 130 calories for the bag. It also says on here, for weight reduction, use only as directed with a prescribed diet plan. Do not use in diets supplying less than 400 calories per day without medical supervision. Who's on a diet with less than 400 calories a day? That's somebody that has a problem.
400 calories a day.
400 calories a day, that's called a disorder. Okay.
No, evidently there's a diet that some people need to be on. I don't know. They're saying they're under medical care, so.
For movies, maybe. For movies, if you have to lose a lot of weight. That movie that I saw about the airplane crash where they actually lost that amount of weight.
Yeah, I think they were eating yogurt every day.
Tuna.
That's hot.
I think a yogurt and a tuna. I think you're right.
Woo! That'll burn the top of your mouth off. I think they made them too spicy. For most people to enjoy, that's too spicy.
It's pretty hot. It is.
Ooh.
But I like that more than the cheese.
Flavor wise, it does have a better flavor.
It has a better flavor. But those are, they're still not quite, like if a Flamin' Hot is a 10, those would be more like a 9 to me. They're not as hot as Flamin' Hot. Maybe even an 8.5 out of 10. They're still not as hot as Flamin' Hot. They're pretty hot though.
Paprika extract is where they're getting the heat from.
The texture, they're saying crunchy, and when you look at them, you're thinking, oh, it's going to be the texture of a Cheeto.
Like a puffy Cheeto.
But it's not. It's a completely different texture than that.
It's not even the texture of a crunchy Cheeto.
No, it's not.
And see, I guess you get used to it after you eat them for a while. I didn't mind that texture as much. It still kind of stays around for a minute, but it's okay.
For me, I don't mind the texture.
I
could eat the spicy ones. I wouldn't choose to though, because I agree with you. They're so hot, there's no enjoyment there.
Right.
It's just like pain and suffering, and why do that?
Well, they've not really made that for the general audience, because the cheese ones are for everybody. Anybody can eat those. Those spicy ones, you have to like spicy food to really want to eat those. If you don't like spicy food, then you're going to say, no, they're too spicy.
Well, the ones they made for the general audience are terrible on every level.
I could eat them.
Yeah, but you hated the texture.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, though, I could eat them because I think I'd get used to the texture. But
yeah.
I would get my protein and my carbs some other way.
I'd rather get it some other way. Yeah. Eat a steak. Yeah, get it some other way. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.